And welcome to the Darkened Hour. This is your host, Joshua X. Snowhart, and with me are the lovely
Teal above.
Saw that coming, guys. All right, we're gonna get right into it because I know last week there was complications. The show wasn't even didn't even exist, and today we started half an hour late. We apologize for that, but we're here, and we have a meaty topic to discuss tonight. Justice League. There's nothing else to it. It's just straight Justice League. It came out last week on Friday, and oh boy, well, okay, you know what? Before I even start, how was your week? Because
it was aight.
I'm kind of Is it because of Justice League, or was it the did you ignore that Justice League came out?
It happened. It was a thing. I went to it.
All right. Okay. How about you? Okay. Enough said. That's all.
I'm sorry.
I played a lot of Overwatch.
Wow, you crossed over to that. Oh.
I mean, I've been playing it here and there. I'm a full Blizzard fan. There's not one Blizzard game.
Yeah. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah. I got you. I mean, I dabbled in it for like a week, and I stopped. And
then I just, for some reason, I just got back into it, and that's all I've been playing.
I mean, that's all I need is a week to know what everything, all the characters. Like that's it. It's like, all right, whatever. It's nice. It's cool. Yeah. Whatever. Moving on. But okay, that's cool. Good night. Okay. What we really want, the reason why we're here is not to talk about our week, is to talk about Justice League. That's the whole point.
Yeah.
I want to go down the line, of course. I want to go down the desk, starting with my guy, the most, I was going to say Timberland, my guy, broke. Okay.
New York meme?
Yeah, right. I was trying to.
Faxby.
Crack that. So, what did you think, my friend? Would you, you saw it with me, in fact. You saw it, you were an entire roll down, towards the left of me, I believe.
Yeah, I was like 4 seats away from you.
But I was too focused on the movie itself to see your reactions. And I know at the end when we went out, people kept asking, "Hey, what'd you think about it?" And all I kept saying is, "Just wait until Sunday."
Yo, for real,
right?
For real. That's what's up.
So okay, so talk to me. What did you think of it? What's your review? We're gonna get into the Rotten Tomatoes spill of it in a little bit, okay? And then the fan side, because yet again we have the division. The clash of clans, if you will, right now between critics and the actual fans. Because okay, you know what? Talk to me.
Movie overall, I enjoyed it. I don't know. It's like I didn't really have any feelings for it. I was like, okay, this isn't what I hoped it would be.
Yeah. When
they first announced Justice League, because we was hyped as hell about it, but then every time they showed the trailer, I started to doubt it more and more and more.
Yeah.
I'm glad that didn't happen. I'm actually glad it turned out a lot better. It's not as good as I wanted it to be, where the initial hype came out. Like, if initial hype was like level 3, it ended on a level 2 because I thought it was going to be a 1 after seeing the constant trailers come out.
Okay.
It was like,
that's fair.
I'm like, okay, I thought there was going to be actual crap after all, and it ended up being a lot better than I thought it would be, but not as good as I wanted it to be when it initially was announced. Okay. I couldn't nitpick, but I think we'll all get to that eventually.
I mean, by all means, this is the time to do so. This is the time to do so. I mean, it's been a week. People have already seen it, and if they haven't, I'm sorry. It's been a week.
It's been a week.
People,
we
come
gave
on,
y'all time
for real. Because I remember you telling me that you wanted some time before we did something like this.
This is me being courteous.
Right.
My nice guy.
So first, let's hit the things that we bashed it on first. I love doing the bad things.
We usually say that, and then we just stay on the bad things.
Good things. I feel we might get to good things, but let's start off with the things that I said was bad and some things that got better. Specifically, Flash. We kept ripping on his cosplay outfit, and it makes sense when they finally tell you what his life is. He literally is like a a broke college student trying to make ends meet. So he literally had to home make his costume. Like it's exactly, it looked like it was cosplay, and that's exactly what it is. He had to home make his costume. So I'm like,
the movie answered your question.
Yeah,
it didn't take itself seriously. It knew what it was.
Knew it was, and it was funny because like he really, really puts it in your face that he's Korean. Because like as soon as they turn on the power in his house, you have like Blackpink, they're a Korean girl group, blasting and stuff. I'm like, okay, I know what that song is. That's hilarious. I'm like. It's little things that made him charming. Overall, I would say he was my favorite character in the movie. Obviously, Aqua Drogo was probably like the fan favorite because I loved him a lot too. But he was just a total asshole. Obviously, I'm gonna like him. So biased opinion aside, I would give it to Flash as my favorite. I'm glad they didn't give Aqua Drogo his underworld vampire blue eyes.
Oh, he looked so much better than I thought it was
Yeah,
gonna be.
because the trailer, his eyes were legitimately glowing blue like a vampire.
Like those $15 contacts you buy from the beauty supply store.
$15 contacts.
You know exactly what I'm talking about.
I don't know why they. I don't know. I feel like they did misleading in the trailer very purposely, very purposely, because it was looking so shitey, and then when we see the actual movie, it wasn't as shitey as I thought it was gonna be. Cyborg, CGI to hell, but he wasn't as bad as I thought he was gonna be. They got to start using more realistic props though.
More practical effects than the special effects. Yeah,
everything special effects, like green screen out the ass, like way too much green screen. It's like the same flaw that they had in the Wonder Woman movies, like green screen. Too much of it. But specific gripes about this movie, very very specific gripe I didn't like. The fact that
aside from Superman's face,
that's a whole topic in itself. I don't even want to get into that.
I'm gonna get into the backstage of that.
That
reasoning.
Snapchat filter he had on his mouth.
Like took somebody else's face and put it on his own. Anyway, continue.
Superman is the gripe I'm about to talk about. How damn overpowered he was.
Oh, okay.
Especially after coming out of the box.
Yeah.
No,
it's the truth.
Way overpowered. I'm like, okay, I know he's supposed to be broken, but this is stupid broken. And this
oiled up chest.
And they grounded this Superman very severely on how powerful he is. And they made this guy way too broken.
Space Jesus.
Like he was Space Jesus for real. I'm like,
and I got my 2 cents on that for when you'll see.
So it's like, all right, he came out the box and he was holding off Aqua Drogo and Diana without any effort. And during all that, he kept up with Flash as if this is like everyday stuff. I'm like, this
it's
is
like, oh, hey, going fast. They can't see me, and then when you see this guy,
the corner of his eye. Like I thought that was cute. I thought that was really cute though with the eye thing. Like he noticed him, but the fact that he genuinely kept up with him is what bugged the shit out of me. And then this is where it really, really gets to me. Steppenwolf was completely no match to Kal-El.
Yeah, which makes sense.
But
yeah. Well, I have my 2 cents on that too. Don't worry about it.
Like,
Trust me.
It was embarrassingly like one-sided. It was like we're all struggling to handle this one guy. Diana's struggling to even like hurt this guy a bit. Like she's doing nothing. She's like an ant trying to fight a camel. Like it's nothing. Yeah. But then he comes up there. Hey, is this guy bothering you? Pluck. Like he didn't care. It was like. I'll just watch you guys do this. I don't need to be a part of this fight because this is so like if he beats you all, he's not getting past me. He's not going to touch me. And I'm like, what the hell? Like, why Justice League? Why not just Superman?
Yep.
Why Justice League?
Man of Steel 2, technically.
Like, come on now. So, like, the only time where somebody else was needed was when Cyborg separated the Mother Cubes. That was it. We could have done without the rest because. Look at Flash. I'm going to save the civilians. I'm fast enough to do this. Superman's like, oh, I'm fast enough to keep up with you running full speed while carrying a building.
Yep.
Like, I'm sorry. Like, where's his rule book in this movie? Where's the rule book?
No boundaries.
Cool. Yeah, for real.
What else? What else bothered the shite out of me? Oh, we were hyped for Mira in the trailer. That was the only time she showed up.
Well, I mean, that I knew. Like, there's no way in hell I knew she was going to get more screen time than that because this is a Justice League movie. There's no way in hell they're going to give her time to shine when the little that they gave was good in itself, fight against Steppenwolf. And she was doing her telekinesis. I'm okay with that. It was the teacher to say, hey, this is what's going to happen in Aquaman. That's it. Because this is still a Justice League movie. I've had a lot of people saying, oh, and specifically Mara, which is I'm surprised about, because people don't really know who the hell she is. But specifically, people were saying, we wanted more Mara. I'm like, how? It's a Justice League movie.
Yeah,
it's not a
you're
Mara
asking for way too
Atlantis movie. You want to see
agree.
more her? Coming out 2018.
Yeah.
Aquaman, which is already done filming, by the way. Continue. I'm sorry. But no, I got you. Trust me. Mara, amazing. Amazing.
She came into wreck. I was impressed.
And I don't know.
That's the whole point of the movie. It's like
I don't know.
I
What's happening
like it,
anymore.
but
I like it, but I don't know.
John Travolta, like,
for real.
And I feel they we make jokes about this all the time, like when shit hits the fan, Batman runs away or something like that.
Yeah.
This movie really showed him that he was not really helping.
No, not at all. Not,
He
like,
was not helping at all.
It was. Oh man.
You might as well. This is talking about your boy right now.
Like it's like Batman. They got Batman right. Like I'm sorry. It's a human being with amongst gods. But what I do like what they give him is what he usually does in the comic books. It's like, hey, let's wake up Superman. I may know the reason how. Like, I know how to do it. Let me do it. You know, Wonder Woman's like, no, it's against whatever. All right, let me take the burden of this. If he's gonna kill somebody, let him kill me. You know, or later on when he was in his car, I'll be the distraction. You guys do what you guys are gonna do, but let me be the distraction because that's all I can really do at this point. And he was a damn good distraction, and he was keeping up. I mean, he fought a parademon at the beginning of the movie.
Yeah, he
something
can fight
I
them,
have never seen. Excuse me, a parademon, something from the New Gods, but I'm gonna go on that in a little bit. But I mean, he held his own for a human being at its peak potential because no one, as a human being, would be able to keep up with the parademon alone with the parademon by himself. You know,
He took out quite a few. It wasn't just the one in the beginning. He took out a good 20.
Right. And it's like, all right, well, I can't defeat Steppenwolf. I'm sorry. If a demigod like Diana or a person who's like half Atlantean can't take down Steppenwolf, then I'm going to get the person who can because I know how to get him back. Superman. See, stuff like that, that's where Batman comes in. It's like, all right, well, no one else can do that. You could.
Yeah.
So that's the only way I see him working out in comics. And they did that in movies just right. But anyway, that's my 2 cents of it. Like, I continue.
That's kind of all I got right
oh, that's all you got?
I just...
Maybe.
There's more things I can hit on, but...
All right.
I just feel like... You know what? I will say it. The resurrection of Kent...
It was...
It was very... Meh.
Yeah.
He's back.
Yep.
Yeah, he's back. Cool.
Yep.
Just brush this over.
I agree.
I have thoughts and feelings. I thought the Justice League as a film was a step above what I expected. It was entertaining. It was generic. It had a very generic formula that worked, and that's all I was really looking for. And also, I thought as a Batman, I thought his scenes in Gotham were forgettable at best, where everyone's introduction felt like, okay, cool. You know, you got Wonder Woman, Amazon's fighting. You know, Steppenwolf. You have Cyborg doing his thing. Like, it was when Batman just felt sort of so like lower tier, like such a background character to me. And I'm just, I don't know, I'm a stan, so whatever. Also, the one thing that really bothered me was Superman's Snapchat filter face. It just made me so angry that a $1 billion studio that racks in all this money couldn't tell Henry Cavill to shave off his mustache. I don't care what contract you sign with somebody else. You with us. You Superman. You shaving off that mustache, boy. That's it. There's no if. And it was just a waste of effort. Like, there's even the best CGI people. That's not easy to do someone's face and make it look, realistic. That's an impossible feat. And it gave them, like, of all the things I expected to be wrong with this film, that was not it. I thought the story was going to be sloppy. I thought the costumes were going to be sloppy. But good God, we're going to see Henry Cavill's handsome face. And then we didn't get that really. We got like a little, Snapchat you could tell filter. When he...
It's like, I feel like the original Superman, Christopher Reeves, he had like a Snapchat filter, and this guy was right next to him, so like their
face swaps. Did you use face swap?
The PS4 graphics face. Oh my gosh, it was just weird and unnecessary. That was just you tell me this went through so many people, so many have to
who had to approve. And had to
they saw this and they were okay.
Looked at it. Yeah, that's fine.
That just like oh my god, like that was horrible. Otherwise, when I just had to stomach that because that's just the way I had to stomach it. Otherwise, it was an okay story. I just thought it was so weird. They're digging up Clark Kent's grave. I just thought that was a weird
with
scene.
Flash.
With Flash and Cyborg,
who can do it in within like less than 2 seconds.
You
Come
got
on,
Cyborg who is
there's so many
Cyborg,
gripes
and
with
they're
this
using
movie.
shovels.
With Cyborg,
The most like rudimentary like tools you could think
Cyborg
of.
can shoot that floor.
Flash is
that
in the
ground
Speed
and make a
Force.
crater. Come on.
I wish that scene was a bit more build up to it, where like they didn't have to be there. Like almost like I hate to say it, but I think it'd been cool to see Superman's hand come out the dirt and pull himself out or something. If they're gonna go down that route, you might as well just have him take his corpse and drop it in the water.
It was
baptizing him and
Pet Cemetery, like Josh said.
That was so weird. I just thought, no, this is bad. This is really terrible. But the best scene is when Superman goes, AWOL. Like he just loses.
I did love that.
It was
That
a
was
great
really
scene. It was a lot of fun, and that was kind of the peak. And everything else kind of like fell into place. Like he Martha and everything. He saw his mama and all that, and he saw his girl and all that. So now his whole personality shift was kind of refreshing. He was definitely Boy Scouting. Like he just had the full on how can I help? You know what I mean? He literally said these words. I was like, oh my god, that's like a typical Superman line.
Yes.
How can I help?
Yes.
Maybe One Punch Man a step.
Yes. Yes.
It just saves the day.
Yes.
I'm like, all right. After credits were cute.
Yeah,
they were cute. They bit off that Marvel, template.
I was just gonna say that. I was like, this felt like a Marvel movie.
And trying to push it through a DC filter.
It definitely because it was so uplifting. Every scene had jokes. Every scene had jokes to some degree. Like even if it wasn't a deliberate joke because Cyborg and Flash are funny, Aquaman was funny in his own right.
He's definitely funny.
I think the only thing that he was funny, in my opinion, was the whole the lasso.
He just going off.
Hilarious.
It's hilarious. Guys, I don't want to die or anything, but I'm just saying, it's really good to be amongst friends. And it's like, what? What?
And he's just on his ankle, like, really?
And Bruce Wayne being the asshole, he looks at it, he just really smirks. He's like, we'll see how long this is going to continue.
You remember that dig he had at Diana about Steve Trevor?
Yeah.
Petty. Was that necessary?
Hey.
He really went for the low blow.
Hey, it's Bruce. It's fine. He can get one punched man from Diana. He has his words. Okay, let him have his words. Okay.
He's like, you tell you. What did he say? Did Steve Trevor tell you that? Something like that.
He said something like, you were hiding away for almost a century because of Steve Trevor, and you want to judge me because I'm trying to do something to save the world that you don't agree with. Snatched, peeled off, like
I'm like, you go, boy.
And she shoved him hard, like chest checked up.
He fell down. He sat back down.
He sat back in his seat, like, whoa.
And he got right back up, saying the same crap. And I'm like, Bruce.
Put his chest out.
Legit.
Everyone's like, we're not getting in this. Like, I'm sorry.
She kills you.
We're not getting.
Aqua stood it back so far.
That's
like, I'm not coming to save you, bro.
Because at the end of the day, they're in allegiance. The Amazons, and the Atlanteans. They can't.
Their scene was awesome when they were fighting, the parademons and stuff. But the one thing that bothers me the most is that they're still using arrows. I need to use something else. They're still like, sword and sandal type. I'm thinking like, we can give them a little extra something. I don't know. It was just kind of sad to see them. Bing, 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 bing.
I mean,
it's their island.
What else can they? What else can they give them? That's the thing,
There wasn't going to be anything else they could do.
I was like, this is not helping their cause. Like,
but what else can they give them though?
They can't fight. It makes them feel helpless. And I
didn't
like it.
Even though with the swords and arrows, man, they were holding their
work.
own.
Don't get me wrong. They did work.
And that goes to show you something. These people are, every one of them are Xena,
Xena, the warrior.
The warrior,
even all of them.
Right.
I just remember that really buff chick holding up the wall and stuff.
Oh, word.
Yo.
That's the way one of them should have been built. I want that kind of body. Like, I want to see that kind of body.
I want some death by snooze, I get you.
Yo, I want abs and not arms and all that. So I was like, wow.
I'm actually okay with the irony of what Wonder Woman aesthetic is. She's so powerful, but she doesn't look it. Whereas you have Mr. Cavill, whose capes looks like that has muscles on it. I actually want the Wonder Woman who looks nice, slim. not too muscular, but can destroy you with one punch. I love that about this Wonder
It
Woman.
makes her easy to be like this unintimidating person who
Yeah.
can talk to Cyborg and
Yeah.
convince him why this is a good idea. If she was like this big, intimidating figure, maybe Cyborg would have been like, no.
Then again, this is one where not Artemis, because Artemis, she's a big
Artemis
girl.
is brolic.
She's built, you know. So.
Yeah, Artemis is brolic.
Mhm.
But no, I thought overall it was. I watched it by myself actually, which made it even more interesting. So I'm like on it, like I'm looking at all these different things, and you're right, like that made more sense about Flash's outfit looking the way that it does.
Yeah.
And Cyborg, he just looked like a crumpled up aluminum foil sometimes.
Wait. Oh, that's such a great description.
Like I just want to take it and wrap my Thanksgiving leftovers with
Give it to a graphic designer to give him the perfect description.
And then they
What?
try to like clean it up afterwards. You know, they try and, they show them all happy and they save the day. They try to show them changing. Have to
Oh, you
see
get the
outfit.
actual-
Which is
yeah.
good. I'm okay with. That's pretty
Actual
cool
Cyborg
because
look,
this is
yeah.
just him becoming.
Yeah.
Because in the comics,
That's cute.
He goes through like 4 different transformations, which is fine.
Oh yeah, like
Yeah.
he has plenty of room to transform and
Yeah,
put
But crumble up aluminum foil. That was
because it had
great.
like the little
Yeah. It was weird. All the ridges. It
It
looked
was like so many ridges for no reason.
like a diamond. It's like
You
weird.
just it was just weird. I just thought okay, whatever. But Bruce's, I know you talked about Bruce and Batman being separate people.
Yeah.
I didn't want to see so much Bruce in him just wearing the outfit, hanging out. You know what I mean? It kind of just takes away the mythology of
the
him.
duality of it all.
Yeah, like
'Cause
duality
we just seemed
is
like he was both the
so
same
much.
person.
Yeah, he didn't
Yeah.
change persona, but then
Yeah.
at the same time, he didn't need to.
Right.
He only needs to be Bruce Wayne in front of public, and we
Other
saw
public,
Bruce
yep.
Wayne when he was meeting Aqua Drogo.
And one more question:
Ish.
Ish. Yeah. I agree with that.
Did you guys feel weird that he just like comes up and tells people he's Bruce Wayne and yeah, I'm Batman? Like, it
Yeah,
just-
I thought that was weird during. I mean, he only does it during the Aqua Drogo scene, but like, it
like-
was pretty weird.
Wait.
that he just-
Where
where he's
when was
not
this?
really protective of his
Yeah,
Bruce
he's not
identity.
really being. Yeah, he's not really being
There's no
secretive of his persona.
I think I might have missed this when he first met
when he
Aquaman
first Aquaman,
He said he's
was,
Bruce.
amongst everybody.
Yes.
He said I was Bruce or I was
Bruce.
Batman.
No, I'm Bruce. Yeah.
Okay, all right.
And he
all right.
told Aquaman, yeah, I'm Batman.
Yeah,
Oh,
but he kind of up in front told Batman. I mean, told thing that he's Batman. And same
Oh,
thing with
that's
Flash.
crazy.
He definitely didn't. Yeah, he
he
didn't.
didn't try to hide a
Hide it a
little,
little bit.
in the
Interesting.
shadows.
Same
I
thing
thought
with-
that was kind of
same thing
like,
with Flash. He
I
straight
kind of
up-
missed that. Holy hell.
that
okay.
subverts everything.
It's glossed over so quickly.
Yeah,
because
yeah.
Because at the same time, he's just trying to get to the point.
Yeah,
we got a
it's
world
like-
to save. I'm not trying to be cute.
yeah, which
None of
I
that Genjutsu Itachi shit. Like we got to handle this right now. Like
Yeah.
was like, oh wow, so we're just gonna throw the whole identity away. We're just not even gonna try. Now,
I mean, who-
Superman
granted,
definitely can't.
he was around foreigners when he was in Aqua Drogo, so they could barely understand him.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that was fine.
Like the highest technology is fish in that
Exactly.
place. So like, what are they gonna
Highest
do?
technology. Fish. Did I
Only
just
source of-
hear that disrespect come out of your mouth? Their
Sorry.
highest technology is
Listen,
fish.
All they got was
Yeah.
harpoons and nets. That's all
Yeah,
they got.
man. Hey.
I just thought that was strange. I like to see him as Batman throughout. And
Yeah.
Bruce is like when it's necessary, but I feel like it was just this really blurry in between.
Yeah,
It
I
was
agree.
blurred, yeah.
I agree.
I thought it was like it could have been a little bit starker.
He didn't act like Batman. That's my gripe. He never acted like Batman. It was just Bruce all the way and then Bruce in a costume. It wasn't
Bruce
Bruce,
in a
and
costume.
Batman. It wasn't these two. And yeah, I agree with you that the
Bruce-
fact that he only should be like Bruce Wayne, the philanthropist, multi-billionaire person amongst public, right? And yeah, there's no reason for a scene to be involved like this. You know, it's just the
Yeah.
world. Gotta get to the point. Justice League movie, whatever. That I understand, but like it was not even amongst. Then again, not even amongst his Justice League companions does he act like a Bruce Wayne. So.
Yeah.
I completely understand you're coming from. I understand where you're coming from. It's just
Yeah.
like, we don't see the duality, but there's no time
Yeah,
in this
no
movie
time
to
for it.
do
Yeah,
so.
You're
It's just-
absolutely.
You know, so I completely agree. Yeah, but
You're right. The movie was trying to cram quite a bit.
everything. Yeah,
It was kind of crammed. How did
It's
you
just
guys feel
literally
about
introducing-
Steppenwolf in general? Like, I just thought he was
I have,
boring.
man,
It's
I
boring.
have my 2 cents on that.
Go ahead, because I thought he was boring as hell.
Okay, well, let's see. Okay, this was supposed to be a 2-parter, not a 1-part. 2-part. Yeah, because now be aware. Now be
No.
aware. Be aware though. Dark Side. Steppenwolf was a stepping stone to Dark Side. Part 2 was Dark Side.
Yeah,
Part
we
1
know.
was Steppenwolf as a minor character to be destroyed really quickly into the introduction of the new gods, which is of course the new gods like Genesis, Orion, stuff like that, and getting the League together. Right. This is a Zack Snyder vision.
Oh,
Right. Warner Brothers said no. Stop. Reshoot it. Not only with your vision, but with Joss Whedon, the one who does Marvel, right? Avengers. He came in. Now you have two directors working alongside after the original had completed the movie, and Warner Brothers said no, redo it again with another director. Add salt to injury, a Marvel director, right? And then Snyder's family got hit with calamity, so he had to be forced to back away and give total control during the post-production, the entirety of the post-production to Joss Whedon. So we can definitely tell the Whedon parts and the Snyder parts. The nice, happy-go-lucky parts obviously came from Joss, and the still greediness of the BVS that we still see here, of course, with Snyder, because it's still a vision. So taking all this in consideration, no two-parter, only one part, and then we had the minimalistic, the hilarity of, hey, we need Cavill back, but he's doing another movie, and then the pettiness of the other contract was like, you can't shave that because it's literally in the contract. You shave that, your ass is sued. They couldn't handle that at that moment because of the money they spent on advertising, the production. It's hilarity, but it happened, and the fact that this happened before Justice League contract went underway, they couldn't do anything about it. But my question is, like you said, it does not, dude.
It's a mustache.
Put a layer on that. Don't CGI it. Yeah. They practical effect that.
Yo,
come on.
Yo,
put a layer. Hide that. Uncanny Valley all the way through Superman. What? It was ridiculous to look at. It was crazy to look at.
He was in a box. Why can't he logically get a peach fuzz on his lip?
Exactly. Right. So
he's got all the hair on his chest. What the hell is wrong with his lip?
There you go. See that, right? And that's my taking all this into consideration. I'm sorry. Everything was stacked against Snyder. Stacked. Things were beyond his control. Things were not beyond his control. It was stacked against him. This movie was set to fail from the very beginning.
Right.
Very beginning. All right. And even now they're doing predictions of giving, to give us the original movie that Snyder did. People are going crazy.
Wow.
His son got into. They're saying that they want the original Snyder movie. So that happened. But being that this movie made less in the box office than BVS and Suicide Squad combined together in a 3-day weekend, they're putting the fault on Snyder. Not Whedon, Snyder.
Oh, so Snyder gotta take this L?
So now, mind you, this is the thing. Like, I've seen when this movie came out about 40 to 45 different video reviews of people capturing themselves. Not some interview that they can edit. No, people video logging themselves. They love it. You go on to Rotten Tomatoes right now, this movie stands around 36%. The fans, 83, 84%. Wow. You look all across Snyder's movies, Watchmen, 65% fans. The critical was getting 20, 30%. Again, Man of Steel, the same thing. Close to 70 fans, critics down to maybe even the fans were 50%. All right, cool. But you can see the division on all Snyder's movies. Even V for Vendetta, which is not a Snyder movie, but still an old school DC movie, there's still another division between the two. All right. Now, I love this movie. I'm a fan. Yes, I'm always leaning towards DC more than Marvel, but I respect them both equally. I do. You can impress me with little things. All right, I went in this. It was a lot better than I thought it was. Yeah, hell, even Aquaman was good. That was my biggest quirk in this movie was Aquaman. All right,
I was like your
my man. Okay,
the thorn in your side was Aquaman.
Absolutely, but he played his part very well. Albeit he barely had anything to say, which is great, right? But
my man,
right. But he did his part well for what it was. Another little quirk is when he went underwater. He had his little bout between Steppenwolf, Mara, amazing. Oh my god. I guess thing is when they started talking, she made an air bubble. Why would you make an air bubble? Excuse me.
Oh my god, you just
was Aquaman holding his breath his entire time as he's swimming?
Okay.
No.
Okay.
No.
Maybe. Okay. So so I imagine if we talk to someone in the world, even if you have abilities, you probably couldn't really hear each other.
It works on sound. It's
Is it
weird how
sound
sound works very different underwater.
Yeah, like it would be
It's
very
just
low.
easy to make it understood through the air bubble.
I suppose so.
That's what
I
I'm saying.
suppose
Logically,
so.
they wouldn't be able to talk as fluent as human. Like it'll be.
But these are fish people. Okay, I mean, as
know.
funny as that makes sound.
Yeah,
Okay,
get
come
it.
on.
I totally
They
get
could have
it.
easily did some Ghost in the Shell telekinetic speech.
Yes.
Well, that would have been kind of tight. Just
Right.
seeing them in the
Like
water and
kind
their
of
hair is
or
like.
even better yet, like how Princess Mononoke is done. When the animals speak, you hear the actual animal noise.
You don't see it on
murmured
face.
under them.
Oh.
So like when the pig and the wolf are speaking, you hear actual wolf like growls. And you have actual like grunts and squeals from the pigs when they speak, but the human voice overlays it. So you still hear the murmurs of the animal sounds within the words as they
Right.
speak. So under the water scene, you could have actually heard the gurgling noise. And
Yeah,
like,
yeah, which is
Right.
good.
wave
Yes,
sound,
yes.
like actual like aquatic sounds while their lips move, but their voices overlay it as if it's like they're speaking on a whole nother term than a human can actually comprehend. That's why it's just them one-on-oneing.
It's as simple as putting the aquatic sounds under underlying layer and putting the voice on top
Yeah,
in post production.
exactly.
That's all you have to do. I know what you're talking about.
It's literally just two
That's
separate sound
that's
lines.
it. Two different layers on a. Come on,
They
guys.
spent all this money on CGI
Yeah.
to make a bubble.
Well, they can't fix his mustache, couldn't they? Anyway.
Yeah, couldn't fix them. But we'll CGI that Green Lantern mask though.
You know.
Hold on, guys.
Oh, did you catch that lantern though?
Hey,
salty,
wait.
that was like, ah.
No.
Oh, one
Okay,
lantern, so
my
bad.
biggest thing, I nutted. I'm saying this right now. Like I was sold when they gave me that war in the past.
Yes,
times,
I
okay?
love that scene.
We saw the Amazons. We saw the parademons,
We
right?
saw Artemis. We saw Zeus.
All that and
Whole squad.
and then we saw the lanterns.
Oh.
We saw the lanterns come in. I was like, what?
I was like this.
The lanterns came in and it was just wrecking. Yeah, and then there was a point where Steppenwolf got a lantern. And this is the point that I was like, I was sold. Is that he killed the lantern and
The ring is still
ring stood up. And it started to find its new member and it slipped through the skies. I was like, okay, so first of all, we know that the person who made this movie, along with BVS and Suicide Squad, because that's also been confirmed when you saw the Joker and the Harley Quinn scene in her original costume.
was tight.
These
No.
people read the comics.
Yeah.
They know what they're doing.
They
okay?
know the source material.
Let them do their jobs. In other
Exactly.
words, yeah.
And so with that being said, this is why in every single movie that DC has, being that they're not perfect movies, but I can say that whoa, these people read the comics and they give respect to them. Yeah, you have to change things here and there because it's a movie. Things had to be changed.
Unlike Ragnarok.
That's exactly. So, and this is why I'm good with Zack Snyder doing every other DC movie coming out. Yeah, people don't like it because too gritty, too dark. With that being said, transitioning over, BVS was dark and gritty. People were hypering over that. They changed this. Justice League changed everything the fans addressed in BVS. When that happened, there's a whole brand new gripe of everything else that's happened.
I mean, Wonder Woman had a chuckle too, considering it took place in an actual gritty state.
Yeah.
They did everything they can to lighten up how dark this story
which
really was. And that's why that's such a good movie, because everything that should have been by all nature a dark and gritty movie.
It should have been.
But there was plenty of laughs and plenty of good moments to just
Inspiring.
sit back and enjoy. Yeah, a lot of uplifting scenes in it.
Now, this was a world-ending event. I felt that, unlike Thor.
Exactly.
Now, yes, the main villain was bland, which was fine with me.
But we saw him wreck anyone who stepped to him, which made
Right.
him a threat.
Yeah.
Now, people saying that was bland because I understand he was boring, but he had to be. Again, this is a two-part movie. He's not the main villain. In fact, why give us Calibac? Don't give us Steppenwolf, but you gave us Steppenwolf just to give us a taste
Yeah,
of Apocalypse, because part 2 was Darkseid, and he mentioned it in one of the scenes. I wish he mentioned it more throughout the movie. For Darkseid, I was like, oh, he said Darkseid.
Yeah.
I had shivers. I'm like, what?
Yeah,
I wanted to see a little glimpse of Darkseid in one of the past credit scene, but that didn't happen, right? Little things like that I loved. All right. This movie, again, read Justice League New 52, that whole Superman fighting scene against the League, that was Justice League War. All the way, all throughout. Flash coming in, Superman finding out like, whoa, you're fast, but I can keep up with you. It was only because I believe that Flash was still trying to tamper into his power.
Yeah, he still hasn't mastered.
You know what I'm
it.
saying?
He's that broke college student. He hasn't
Right.
exactly gotten control of the Speed Force.
Exactly. So this is why I'm okay with Superman keeping up with him as the way he was at the moment. But of course, at the end of the movie, you saw them. Hey, we're gonna race. We know Flash is gonna win. We know this already. It's gonna happen. You know. But it doesn't change the fact that even though Flash is going to win, Superman can still follow you. But I mean, I can follow you. I just can't keep up with you.
It's shotting on rules. I can see you doesn't mean I can match your speed.
Exactly. But I think the reason why he caught Flash at the beginning is because Flash got out of, he was taken out of, like,
Yeah,
I was
caught him
shocked.
off guard,
Like,
yeah.
what? Whoa, this
he
is
look
happening.
at me?
Oh, too late. I'm caught. Because once you catch Flash, it's over with. You can't do anything
The
against
terror
him.
on his face was
Exactly.
everything. I was crying and thinking, like, oh no, it's done.
There's no
Boy,
such
you
thing-
messed up.
It's funny because a fully realized Flash, there's no such thing as catching him.
Yeah.
It's literally no such thing as catching
No,
him.
not even
You
remotely.
touch him, all right, he'll just phase through you.
Yeah, exactly.
Like,
Vibrate and all that
it's
stuff.
impossible to catch this guy.
Now, yeah, Superman holding off the entire Justice League is like, all right, this is...
Giving him a little too much credit, right?
Right now, but mind you, this is by everyone's standards. People were saying that this is the Superman that they've all been waiting for. All right, this is the step away from the New 52 grimy. I'm hope was all lost, man. This is the Boy Scout New 52. You know, everything stays away. You know, Boy Scout, and they also gave him the powers. They're like, oh, you wanted that Superman? Well, we're gonna give you everything that belonged to that Superman, along with his ridiculous powers of being a one-punch man. And they gave that what people wanted along with everything else that people didn't want. You just can't have the cake and eat it too. You want that Superman, you're gonna get everything that belongs with them. So he comes down, he defeats every Justice League member and one punches Steppenwolf. I was okay with that because that's the Superman that we kind of want. The only person that can stand up to him is usually Darkseid or even one of his own, which is Zod or whatever it was, you know? So I'm okay with him being ridiculously powerful. Yes, I would have loved to see Aquaman and Wonder Woman take a good shot in him.
Yeah.
Like, oh, that hurt. Like, yeah, of course.
You
It's
have to
Demigod.
make him step it up. The
Which
fact
is
that he just
fine.
came out like, all right.
Came out
something.
swinging.
Right. My thing is, what I don't understand is that when he came up, considering the fact that his resurrection was bleh, you know, open your eyes, come out. That's like, what? No.
Cliche at
Right.
best.
And being that it was, I'm going to put a mother box into the same liquid thing. It was ridiculous.
Yeah, the math behind that was kind of like house way.
Right.
How you
But
do that?
what I don't understand is when he came out, like as he came out, coming out of a Lazarus pit, right? Set me on the borderline of insane,
Yeah.
attacking his friends, right? But he knew Batman.
Right away.
He remembered him, okay? And it's like, it wasn't like as if he didn't know what he was doing. He knew what he was doing, and he was still doing it, all right? Because when his mom came around,
Martha.
right, he immediately took her, went away, and started talking like nothing ever happened.
Lois.
Right.
It was
No,
Lois.
Lois,
It was Lois who
Lois.
brought him out of the craze.
Right.
Which
And my
was,
thing is, yeah, when Lois came, it was that snap. But he knew what he was doing.
He was well
like,
aware of what was happening.
Were you?
He was
like,
well
I
aware that he was
understand.
resurrected. Like he knew exactly.
Yeah.
what was
Right.
happening.
Right.
You know what
And
I wish he had? Like the red glow around his eyes. Like, you know what he gets when he's like, when he's heated?
The thing that scares me.
Yeah,
Nothing
when that
scares me
makes-
more than a angry Superman. let me
Yeah,
tell
with
you.
the glow around his eyes. Like he's showing he's completely out of control.
Yeah.
This guy was just like chest out, oiled up.
But it was
wrecking.
it was echoing to the whole Justice League War thing. Like,
Right.
hey, this little straight from the pages of Justice League, which I was fine with. You know, a lot of people's favorite theme was that, of course. Cyborg for me was my favorite character thing of this movie. Cyborg more than
Really?
anyone else. Yes,
Interesting.
because I felt like he was one of the most relatable things. Yeah, sure, Flash was funny. That's cool. You know, but I knew what I was coming in when it came to the Flash. You know, it's not
True,
hard to make the
yeah.
Flash. Flash
Yeah.
is the comic relief. You ain't gonna get that wrong. Even
Yeah.
Snyder, a good respected, a good person who respects the comics, knows that it's Flash. I can just make Flash. It's easy. Whedon
Cyborg's
coming
tough.
along makes it easier. Okay.
Yeah.
Cyborg took me because we were used to having the Cyborg who's booyah, which even said at the end.
Yeah.
But this is a Cyborg coming out of him, the traumatic thing that he had.
This is
he
Earth
had
One
to-
Cyborg.
Yeah.
That's what I remind me of Earth One when he didn't understand his powers and he was getting changed by his mother. He had the same thing where he kind of blamed his father for changing him.
Yeah. And his reasonings were perfect. He didn't want to leave this house. He had his hoodie always just blocking everything. Like,
He was
Covering
embarrassed.
himself, yeah.
Ashamed. Thought he was a monster.
And
I wanted more Cyborg. I
wanted
wanted a
more
movie of Cyborg. Like, I
He's
was
gonna have
great.
it.
And
Yeah.
I think I liked his style so much because he was being Batman where Bruce
Yeah,
wasn't.
exactly.
Think about his
Interesting.
entire
Yep.
everything he did in this movie
Interesting.
was Batman-esque.
Shadows.
And
In the
we all
shadows.
know that when Alfred isn't backing up Batman with the tech, Cyborg is.
Yeah. if Alfred is not making the Batman of the Batman, Cyborg is.
Cyborg always been that way. Prime example. Look at Justice League Doom. He was running the whole tower while everybody was going insane.
He had to. Yeah, Batman funded it. But
I remember we had an issue even Cyborg even being part of the Justice League movie. You thought, how? I don't understand.
These are people who don't read the New 52 comics. Like, he started in Teen Titans, sure, whatever. But in the New 52, more than 6 years ago, he's straight Justice League.
Yeah,
people didn't like that because they're harking back to the whole cartoon
nostalgia.
Yeah, it's cool.
Nostalgia is very disorienting sometimes.
But then again, Snyder paid more homage at the end. Booyah at the end.
Yeah,
like they know, he knows, and this is why. Yeah, sure, Marvel has Stan Lee, whatever. That's cool. We know this, but man, Snyder knows where these characters.
He knows
come
where to
from.
put the Easter eggs in.
Right.
How'd you guys feel about the League of Doom?
I loved it.
This is why I'm saying the two-part movie. Darkseid isn't gonna happen because of what happened throughout this entire production. Where's Darkseid? It wasn't supposed to be the Legion of Doom or whatever they're trying to make. It was supposed to be Darkseid coming up next. It makes no sense if this is happening.
And I feel like if you have Deathstroke there, it's gonna be very Batman oriented.
Yeah, absolutely, it definitely.
It's gonna have to be
right.
We were looking for like a really big baddie, like Darkseid.
So
yikes.
I mean,
Darkseid is
still. I mean,
Deathstroke is very
technically not really. When we talk about the Legion of Doom, we open up plenty, because especially how ambitious this Lex is.
Yeah.
And all the random knowledge that he somehow came across and knowing about Darkseid. This opens up many doors for someone who's proven to be an even bigger threat than Darkseid, Brainiac.
I have to dispute that, only because Brainiac is still technically a Kryptonian native. Darkseid is a conqueror. The thing about Brainiac that makes him so dangerous is the fact that he likes to collect.
Anything and everything.
Yeah. There's been many instances where Brainiac always tried to stay away from the conquerors. He always tried to stay away from the anti-monitors, Darkseid, because they were just way too powerful. But what he does the best, though, is once they take what they do, once they do what they do best, he takes a little part of the universe and keep them in collection. I think it's too late for that. Unless you do Man of Steel 2, which is fine. But then again, wherever you have Lex, you have to have Brainiac. But we missed that already in BVS.
You did.
So, but yeah, people are saying the Man of Steel 2 will be Brainiac. Because, of course, the Man of Steel 2, Lex is already released. It's going to continue on there. You know what I'm saying? What I really wanted them to do was Superman coming out, becoming bad, being bad. But then coming around, stopping Steppenwolf because he still knew he was a threat that would oppose him and then be bad, still be evil. Kind of that injustice thing that Batman had that vision in BVS. And then give me Suicide Squad 2. Okay, he's now a threat. We need the Suicide Squad. The reason why we made him in the first place as a Suicide 2 movie trying to stop Superman. And then Injustice coming around, the Legion of Doom becomes the Legion of Doom, but also is there because of the pretense of, hey, look at Superman. He's evil. We got to stop that regardless of the fact. They could have played with this. But, I love Justice League. I do. I really do. Because I want to say I'm biased. I'm a little biased because I'm a DC fan. But this movie wasn't as what I thought it was. It was definitely downplayed than what the hype it got. Which makes sense because that's what trailers are meant to do.
Yeah.
All right? It wasn't an Avengers movie.
No.
Because the first Avengers movie was hype. Extremely hype.
Like through the roof.
And they still delivered on the hype even in movie.
That's hard.
Extremely
if it wasn't
hard.
for Captain America's goofy costume, I would still be watching that movie. I just can't stand looking at that. That looks so bad. They revamped it so many times. There's so many different versions of the Captain America suit. Why did Avengers look the worst?
Yeah.
It looked straight out of Party City.
It was like that bright blue.
It was annoying blue. That was loud, okay? My ears were bleeding. It was so loud.
My gosh.
That did well. All right. Justice League did well without their standalone movies coming out first.
Yeah.
And that's saying something. For how good it did without having the Cyborg movie first, the Aquaman movie first, just having a Superman and a Wonder Woman, standalone movie,
Yeah.
This is a success for me.
I mean, the reason why it worked so well too is because of curiosity. We want to see how these people are going to work.
Yeah, well, no doubt.
People wanted to see how Jason Momoa was going to be an Aquaman. People
Selling
finally
point.
got to
It's
see.
a selling point.
Finally got to see Cyborg, one of the most popular black characters out there,
Mm-hmm.
on a big screen. And then, there's the whole buff of like, okay, there's a TV Flash and now there's a movie Flash, but people still love Flash. He's one of the top favorite superheroes around. So we got to see him finally on the big screen. So there was a lot of pull. Like, okay, they don't have their standalone movies, but we finally get to see who we like.
But we know who they were because, like you said, we've seen Superman, and who doesn't know Superman without the movie? Come on, we still know who Superman. We know who Batman. Mickey Mouse.
Exactly.
We know
Mickey
who
Mouse,
Batman
yeah.
is. We just seen Wonder Woman in the movie.
Her
That's a
movie did
track.
great, yeah.
Right. Cyborg, we know him from the show. All right. Well, we got to see that.
Yeah,
the
exactly.
show pulled it already, right?
Exactly.
Right. Aquaman, there was nothing on Aquaman. Why? So
it's a new face. So now people just want to see the new face.
right, but it wasn't such a new face because it was Momoa's face.
Yeah.
The unknown character being pulled by a face that you already
Yeah.
know. Again, it was a marketing ploy, and the fact that he's a good-looking man who's not gonna, guys and women, who is not
gonna wanna see
are gonna
him.
want to see this. It was a perfect, ingenious plot, and it worked. All right, Flash, come on. I've also seen people. I've heard people outside of like once the movie starts saying like, "Oh, I don't like this Flash," because they're so. And they said it.
Yeah.
They were used to the television.
Exactly.
version.
Yeah.
Whatever. I actually like this Flash a little better than television, but that's neither here or there. Going back to the movie, Batman, of course, was just doing Batman things. Okay, he stopped parademons.
I shot my gun. I'm out of ammo.
Right.
Better run.
Listen,
For real.
Listen,
That's all I had.
That's all I got, bro.
Listen, I'm okay for what he did. He stopped a few parademons. He actually fought. He held it to his own weight. He pulled his own weight, literally, in this movie. He's resurrected Superman for all intents and purposes. Okay, that was it. Like that Nightcrawler bullcrap. That was completely pointless. Pointless.
Can we talk
Pointless.
about
Why is it a spider? By the way, why is it a spider, not a bat?
that? Bothered
Anyway.
me so much. Where was Aquabat? Where was that at? Where was your Aquabat suit from Suicide Squad? You should have been wearing that.
Now, his
Why are you bringing a spider?
his suit was fine. Yeah, Owlman.
Oh, he was Owlman to hell.
But I was okay with that. I'm okay with that.
He
It's
only
fine.
had the suburban dad visors for one second,
scene,
so
yeah.
I allowed it. It was okay. If there was more of that, you would have heard it. That would have been the first thing I yelled in here. No more suburban visors. No more.
Oh man. Okay, so I'm okay with that. One of them was also amazing. I mean, they all played their parts. If anything, even if the plot wasn't as good, because the plot was as basic as it can be.
Yeah, it was
A
basic
plus
ABC,
B
yeah.
equals C. People hated that. They said the plot was like the worst. What else did you
It
want?
was simple as hell. Big baddie conquering. These are the 3 keys he needs to conquer.
That's
We got to
it.
stop him.
So it's
Yes.
okay to Marvel to do that, right? It's okay to Marvel to be ABC. When DC tries to be simple, when
No, Marvel's not ABC because every movie is connected. Like,
True.
you got to go home and do homework.
you gotta watch
to
8
understand
other
that.
movies.
but as in the movies themselves, some of them can be ABC. It
Yeah.
just gets a little more complicated putting the timelines together with different movies.
Yeah.
Especially,
If you're doing that, then yeah.
X-Men did it and they screwed up. That's why I revamped everything.
Yeah.
Now, what I want them to do is this movie is okay. Let me. Okay. BVS opening weekend made $166 million. Opening 3 days.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Suicide Squad 123 million. Wonder Woman 106 million. Justice League 96 million. Okay. 96 with all these heavy hitters. 96
How
I don't
did
million.
understand how-
Suicide
that's what
Squad
bothers
beat?
me.
I don't care about the other ones. How did
Suicide
it not
Squad
beat
should
Suicide Squad?
not have been-
It should have not been the hype or that was real.
Again, why? The mistake of BVS. People they've seen Superman and Batman already. They know, oh, you fooled me once, you ain't gonna fool me again. Justice League, they both had him again. You know, if anything, one of them was the grabbing point. That movie was pretty good. Let's go see how she is in this one. But it's
Pretty
like, all right, well,
much.
there's just 2 bad characters that we've seen in BVS who may not be might be the same way with versus one good character who blew out the box office. But then you have all these other different factors, which is
faces,
Flash,
yeah.
Aquaman, whatever. Suicide Squad, we got something we never received before, and that was Harley Quinn.
Yeah.
All right, and then we had
hey,
the
what's up, Gaming Planet?
what's going on, and then we had the addition of the Joker. Despite how bad he was or good, what you think it was the new one since Heath Ledger. That was brave. People
Yeah.
was like, okay, that's something I got to see.
It was bold,
Right.
Yeah.
And that's why people are attracted to that.
And Will Smith.
And Will Smith by all
Not
means.
putting Will
Yeah,
Smith in a movie.
absolutely,
Just
Will
putting
Smith.
him
He's
in
gonna
a-
Oh,
sell.
yeah.
You know how many people saw After Earth despite the fact how terrible it was?
Yeah, it was Will Smith
just
sells,
Will
man.
Smith.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Will Smith is bankable on his own.
Right. So this movie, I'm surprised they made this low compared to every other.
I don't think that's fair.
Surprised, all right?
It's totally unfair.
But again, you know, it was maybe because of people didn't like what they saw. But again, if you look and taking everything into consideration, what I said here about everything that was against Zack Snyder, you know, I love the director and all the things that he does. You know, I think if I'm okay with the dark and greedy. I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
Sure, you don't want to crack a joke, by all means, don't. Leave DC the way that it is, because that's a vision on its own. Fox has its vision, Deadpool and Logan.
Yeah.
That works, right? Marvel has a vision. Thor, hello. It works for what it is. Let DC be its dark and gritty by all intents and purposes, because that it doesn't work for you, then don't go watch it. Don't see it. That's fine. But
let them corner that part of the market.
Right. Respect that vision. And I'm okay with that. And this is
you drop in Logan and Deadpool is a huge way of defining movies are all going to be different based on who because you're not going to get gory
raunchy stuff.
I mean, even like Old Man Logan is like, it wasn't raunchy like Deadpool is, but it was definitely that brutal, like, okay, you got
the violence is pretty intense.
Like, it's like, this is an R movie for a reason. Like, prepare to have some clinching because this is gonna get real, and that's its own movie. You can't compare that to a basic Marvel movie because it's like they're Disney. They're gonna keep it clean.
They're nice and fluffy.
And I think that when Marvel first made the movies, Avengers, Iron Man, they made comic book movies. They made the movie with the comic book in mind. Okay, they lost that along the way.
Oh, definitely.
They just wanted to do movies, right, in mind, while having the source material just to back up from. All right.
They just play homage to it.
Right.
Pretty much they ghost in a shell it now.
Exactly. DC, I feel like, and this might maybe me being a little biased, but that's what I'm seeing here. I'm seeing that all the way through. We from a Watchmen.
Here's a perfect example. Think about all those Marvel movies that didn't do so successful. That's still true to the comic.
Yeah.
Moviegoers are not comic book readers.
I agree.
Not the same at all.
I agree. Like, but I think nowadays it's a little different now. I think we have a nice stand.
It's coming closer, yes,
very
but
close
at the same time, it's still a huge difference in demographic. We're prime examples. Walking Dead watchers don't give a damn about the book.
Right.
So it's like it's very, very common. So it's like when you're catering to comic book fans in a movie, you're gonna have common moviegoers. Your father, prime example, aren't gonna understand it and they're gonna rip on it.
Yep.
You have like true movie watchers who are looking at like, I don't care what the book says. This is the movie. Make a movie.
Make a good movie. You know what I mean? I don't care how many homages you make.
Exactly.
I don't care about the Easter eggs.
That's what the real battle, like you said.
Now,
fans versus the other, and that's literally what that is.
Now, you know, I you know, they still need movies, comic books. Marvel. I don't want to say that Marvel found the perfect balance on this because they haven't.
They're trying their best.
Just
they're meeting halfway in the right way. The only problem is people don't see that they're leaning more towards to their movie cinematics more than they're doing to their comic.
And I you know, we become spoiled. I believe Marvel has spoiled us. You know, they did good movies at the beginning. And they were like, wow, this is great. They got the formula down packed. And then they were like, well, now we can alleviate more to the more revenue side of things, you know? And they're doing so, and that's why we let them get away with murder, essentially. DC.
They're not allowed to make a mistake.
Nope.
DC is this. Nope. This is DC right now.
Not one.
This is DC right now. DC. Marvel is the appraised young man who always got their things right from the get-go. All right. And as he gets older, he's like, well, I've done all this good stuff. I can bend the rules. I can put little white lies in here. And we'll be like, oh, that's fine. You were always a good child. Right. DC is the kid who had to work for his crap. And you can tell he's worked for it. And we're always reprimanding for it. And then once he actually fix the stuff that we tell him to fix, and they do,
still not good enough.
It's not good enough because we're still in that 10 point, like, wait, okay, you fixed this, but what about this?
Yeah.
You know, and that's where DC is going through right now. I believe DC is just too late. Just don't do a universe. Don't do a DC Cinematic Universe. Just do your standalone movies now because you're too late in the ball game. Marvel stole that, so the formula you can't do it anymore.
Everyone's trying to do universes,
right?
Now.
People are just trying to be Marvel. People want Marvel. Whether people say they don't, that's the formula that's in mind subconsciously at this point.
Prime example, what we went through when we went to go see the Mummy movie.
Yeah.
We appreciate for what it's worth.
I love the
we
movie.
like the movie, but it's like no one understands the build up that they're doing here because they think Dracula Untold is a bad movie, which
I enjoyed it for what it was.
I liked it.
Yeah, see,
I did like it.
So listen, like the 45, 40, like for the 40 to 45
expectations versus reality.
Yeah, I see.
Thing.
People loved it. They all loved it. They were saying that this is the comeback the DC ever wanted. You know, yeah, they're saying that this is not the perfect film, but they loved this form. It was good enough. And, you know, sure, I don't want to say it's better than BVS because that's setting a standard.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It was a good movie. It was
on its own, it was good.
It was, in my opinion, in like the last, 3 years, the most comic book movie I've seen. It's more comic book than Wonder Woman. It's definitely more comic book-ish than Wonder Woman. And that's what I wanted to see. I wanted a comic book. It's like your World of Warcraft. It wasn't all there, but it was still the World of Warcraft that you know.
Yeah.
You know? This is a comic book movie that I'm happy with, you know. So
Warcraft.
Yeah, right, exactly. This is how I feel about this movie.
Interesting,
but it was good enough because
the
you know
stupidest stuff they put in there is like I know what that is, and they're like, what the fuck? It's just a mountain. Yeah, but do you know what happened at that mountain?
Yeah, exactly. Right. So you know I loved it. I get you know in terms of batarangs, I just want to throw this in there. Out of a 10, I give it. It's hard to say a 7.
I'm
a 7.
I'm a 7.
I'll give it a 7.
7.
Seven
Like,
out of 10.
literally, that's
it's
what
funny.
I thought.
7 out, yeah.
I know we don't like to compare things because I'm giving it a 7 as
Yeah.
well. And since I'm gonna compare it to the most recent superhero like assemble kind of movie is Thor because it was a mix of a bunch of characters together. So by all means, I can compare it in that right. And they did risks in both movies.
Yeah.
Where one movie failed, the other one did it right, and vice versa. This is a serious situation, but we made it a joke.
Yep.
This is a serious situation, and we took it there and sprinkled some jokes with it.
Yeah.
So that you didn't feel like everything is lost if there's one slip up. You know, it's like you can, and then they combine so many different character stories and worlds in different comic books.
Yeah.
One, straight to the point. You're from this book. You're from this world. Homage. Get in the car. We got villains to kill. The other one is, oh, this is your story in your movie. Let's focus on that a little bit more. Yeah. Ragnarok. Yeah, we'll get back to that.
Right. Exactly.
And that's where it's like, so we had an entertaining movie that was just entertainment, and the story was background. We had a story-driven movie where the entertainment was walking alongside the story. You know, you see the
even if the main character was weak as hell.
Well,
I mean, in terms of
well, Ragnarok, the main character is Thor. As in Justice League, we can say Bruce Wayne was the main character, but he was just kind of like the story driver.
He was like dad, I guess.
Yeah,
he was the dad.
Actuality,
Yeah,
it was more of a Diana movie. She carried most of the story. He just was the only mortal who knew what was happening. He had to alert everybody else because she didn't have the means to do so. But she became team leader until Superman started punching stuff around. And even so, she was still team leader. And that's what he was pushing for. It was all about her coming out.
Yeah, he said it. He wanted her to lead. Yeah,
So,
that's
like,
right.
If it comes to main character in Justice League, considering it's the Justice League, they're all their own main character when they're on the screen.
Well, yeah, and that's the thing that they did good in this movie. They all gave each their shine, their time to shine.
Respectfully, that's what they needed to do for this movie because we were, this is a Justice League movie, true, but that's also how Avengers was so successful. When we saw everyone has their favorite superheroes. So if you're gonna put them on screen, you got to make sure they're the favorite for a reason. We had Thor fighting Iron Man. They both were going for blows. Captain America steps in, you're like, what the hell is he gonna do? He's just got a shield, and then Thor comes down cracking a hammer, and we saw them all get knocked back, and America just stands up like, what? It's like people stood their ground as a character and a hero. So it's like they didn't shit on my character.
Yeah.
You have Hawkeye when he's in the battle in the city. He's picking on people inside. No one's really a big fan of Hawkeye like that. I always liked Hawkeye, but he's a background guy. But he still stood up. He stood out. So that's why I saw in Justice League. Okay,
he was holding his own.
We have Flash, who's kind of like the rookie kid. He's strictly rookie mentality. So when he did what he had to do, we saw cool shit. It's like, okay, he's still funny. He's flashing around. But he's doing things that no one else could do.
Now, and I like the fact. I like what Bruce said. He told Flash like, "Yo, I just push people out the way and run away. That's what I do.
That's why I
don't know what to do." And he's like, "Well, Bruce says, I'm only asking you to save one person." And he's like, "Then what? Like, you'll know after that." So he saved him. He looked at him. He's like, "Hold on, go get somebody
else." Yeah,
and that is perfect because nothing explains a hero than that. And Bruce did it so perfectly. He's like, "Just do it. You're going to feel something afterwards. Act on that."
And that's pretty much the point. Like, every character was their character. It's like, Granted, we could have had a little more Aquaman, to be fair. Like, he didn't Aquaman enough.
Yeah, I mean,
But, I mean, hey, he wasn't underwater. What are you going to do? So
that's what I'm saying. Like, why don't you take this to the beach? Having sharks and Cthulhu come out of the play.
No, we're good. Steppenwolf would have been like, you know what? Planet's yours.
No. You know what? Darkseid, come here, please. Like, no, I'm sorry. What?
Cthulhu, I'm like, wait a minute. I use this planet as a bed.
He's like, Darkseid's like, I don't live on this planet, so where's my planet coming? You know, it's like it's just 2 times, hammering away. But that, but I know why they couldn't give us Aquaman. It's the movie's. It's around the corner. It's gonna be.
It's good. Yeah, his movie. I'm actually hyped for.
Yeah. I'm interested. I'm definitely interested to see what I'm gonna take with him. But the way I feel about this film, it's a 7 out of 10 mustaches for me.
Yeah,
mustache. 7
Wow.
I didn't. Oh, you did batarangs. You did mustaches.
Nah,
what am I gonna have? I'm gonna have
7 out of 10 mother boxes.
7 out of 10 kept batarangs. The Flash kept. Hey, can I keep this?
Yeah.
Can I keep this? Can I keep this?
I thought that instead of being that one mother box was in Themyscira and the other one was
Atlantis.
I was expecting Aquaman to be the third one, physically, literally speaking, because they used a mother box to make the body that he is. So I thought when they were trying to find the last one, the one that was kept in on man's land, Victor Stone had it, his father, and he used it to resurrect or to help, and I was expecting Steppenwolf to go after.
Oh, I thought Cyborg was. Yeah, no, I thought Cyborg was going to be the actual mother box.
Because he was like, "Oh, you don't know the power that because he literally is a walking mother box."
He is, yeah.
But even the boom tooth, because he could literally just go in apocalypse like, "Hey, what's up? How you doing?"
Yeah.
He is the mother box, but like for some reason they kept.
He's literally the son of the mother box.
Right, but for some reason they still kept the box around, and it was so. It would have been a little more tight and nitty if they trying to. It was a rescue mission for Cyborg.
Yeah.
But still, Cyborg's holding his own as we saw him in the movie.
Exactly. Because he's got the mother box's power. What could Steppenwolf truly do to him if he wanted?
So, just go back what I was saying. Like a 7 out of 10 because it's exactly why. Unremarkable villain.
Yeah.
Kind of a stale generic plot. Satisfying, but like kind of eating crackers. You know what I mean? Like you're full, but. Are you really are you not really satisfied? It wasn't like a steak, it was just filler. It felt good. CGI. Oh, you got knocked down points for that.
Green screen
to the death. Snapchat filter Superman. Face swap. It was that was such a mind-boggling mistake. I can't let it go. Like it was just
no one's gonna let it go.
Outrageous mistake.
I would probably never see this movie because of that.
Yeah, they would have to re-release it.
Yeah, I would never see it because of that.
Just fix it. Do something.
Yeah.
It was just one of those things where I'm not someone who ever worked on set or ever made any kind of like practical effects stuff like that. But I could imagine. Okay, Henry, this is what we're gonna do. All right. I would have been like, okay, so make a deal with whatever studio you're working with, James Bond thing, and say, listen, make up like a mustache wig for James Bond and just be clean shaven for Superman. I'm sure they got a nice mustache for them.
Right, that could have been something too. That would have been easier than what I said.
Take the hair off his chest.
Make a fake mustache.
Make it, and it could be really nice.
Yeah, or just put another layer of skin,
or take the hair from his chest that he showed often and put it on his face.
Like
they didn't even. It was just such a dumb thing, and it was just that opening scene where they show him on the phone, and I'm like, what am I looking at right here? Is this like?
Or when he tried to smile, oh my goodness,
horrible!
It was bad.
Of all the things, I remember we were here before with Marv from Villainy Games. We're talking about how handsome Henry Cavill is and all that stuff, and like I'd be super uncomfortable. And, like he just said, it'd be super uncomfortable, and I'd probably be like sweating and all that stuff. So he's like, and I'm like, y'all took the most bankable part of his physique is his looks, and you just took it away. I'm telling you, if you didn't have that snatch of the face, it would have been a solid 8.
You know what?
You got a nice 8.
Not?
You got a nice 8.
Why not? Yeah.
You'd be able to appreciate
the movie without being
distracted by the pixels on his lip.
It was like contoured differently. It was weird.
Oh my god, how amateur hour stuff. Like I can see it. If this was fan made, I would have allowed it. But this is like a big international studio.
Yeah, it's again uncanny valley, man. Let me tell you, it's the worst.
Got the Injustice.
Yeah.
Oh my god, but that's me. Like I thought overall, This was a solid film, entertaining at its best.
Yeah.
You know, it wasn't groundbreaking. I didn't want it to be. But my fear is that my expectations are so low. Of course, it's going to be good.
Yeah, that's what I said.
That's my fear. And I'm like, dang, like, do I really just like, I was expecting like poop on the screen, like when like expecting actual poop. Like, and then because it wasn't that poop, it's good.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
I went with that because we started off thinking it was going to be God tier, and every trailer was like, this is getting worse and worse.
You're seeing more and more like.
Then we expected poop, and then we go in the theater like, this isn't poop at all.
Wow.
This is just a movie.
Wow, it's not
Just the toilet.
It's just the toilet. It's not the poop. We lifted up the seat to the toilet, and there was a poop there, and we were happy.
This is a toilet that we thought through the trailer was going to be
Okay,
really shitty.
we're-
and then they turned out that they cleaned his toilet with the kitchen gun.
Stop. Okay.
It's like
now-
going to a gas station and just being happy the bathroom is clean.
Yo,
And you're like, wow, this is the best bathroom ever.
see how you just appreciate the little things.
You're like, wow.
You were expecting the worst. That is a great analogy. That is a great
'Cause I-
analogy.
Two. So for she has two. They crumble the aluminum foil on this one.
The
She has two.
bathroom. I'm sorry. The bathroom is gold.
Okay,
The
but
aluminum foil, sure.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I've crumbled up a lot of aluminum foil in my day. Okay,
And
I cannot keep that. I can't take that image out of my head. I'm gonna crumble aluminum foil and put his head on it. Like, that's exactly what it is.
There you go.
Okay. Anyway.
Booyah!
Okay. Anyway. Damn, Tia. Yes. Just yes. Okay. We're bashing it a little more today because it's not better than poop. It's a little more than that.
I think we're having
It's
good
good.
natured
It's just
fun.
good
Well,
natured
yeah,
fun.
yeah.
Because we clearly like the movie.
We clearly
It's just-
enjoy it.
Yeah.
We just got gripes.
'cause it's like when we did
It's like the
Ragnarok.
Martha thing. Okay. It's just like the Martha thing. That's what it is.
Yes.
And if,
Alright.
and if anybody who's watching this or would be watching this, we've mentioned Martha so many times. This is like peak Martha moment.
Yeah.
Like,
Pretty much, yeah. Like, yeah, this might take over. Well, it won't take over Martha. Martha has been legendary.
yeah,
Always.
Martha's iconic.
You know what I want to do because I know I've heard a lot of people say this out in podcasts and whatnot, and I think it's interesting because if X-Men can do it, I know Warner Bros. Can too because they have the rights to all their characters. Flash movie that's coming out. Give me Flashpoint,
Oh yeah.
but not just a standalone Flashpoint, something that'll reverberate through the actual company itself. Reset all these movies through the Flash's movie Flashpoint. While doing this, give us different multiverses. The same thing that I said about the whole Spider-Man thing, Tom Maguire. Screw all that. Give me this. Give me Henry Cavill. Give me the Ben Affleck Batman, whatever. Give me Christian Bale. Give me CGI Adam West. They did it with Leia. They can do it with this guy.
Mm-hmm.
Give me Christopher Reeves. So man, digitally, they did it really well with Leia. They can do it again with this. Flashpoint.
Right.
Give me, if you could
They did it with
talk to
the Imperial
CW.
leader too. The
Exactly.
Byron Reddy
talk
guy.
to CW. Give us that Flash. Flashpoint. Now revamp all these movies and give us a good damn writer to revamp the entire
You
DC
need
universe.
a popping writer.
You
need somebody to go in there, get sweat up. Just
Give me a
alright,
good
roll my
writer
sleeves up
with Zack
This
Snyder's
screenplay.
vision.
You need
all right?
somebody to
because
handle it.
Zack has the vision. Zack has the knowledge of comic books, and he has the vision. We know that when it comes visually, he has it. He has it down packed. He reads the source material. Now give us a writer. You give that combined, we're gonna have the biggest DC, like the best thing I would ever hope for. It's just they're a little short on writers. And sometimes it happened with Sandman when Sandman was coming out.
Yeah.
Love it just said screw this because he knew what he wanted, and they were like, nope, we want it this way. And Love it was like, well, that's not how it is. Peace. He leaves.
Fair enough.
And that's always that's always the problem. Source material, money.
Yep.
You have to find a middle ground of this,
halfway.
man. Right. And
Well,
Marvel
the reason why Marvel's so successful because they've been meeting halfway.
but see, that's the
time.
but that's the thing about Marvel. Marvel did that at the beginning.
Not
Now
it's just
now it's
now
like,
it's the
well, we
money.
want this, and like, well, you've already made money. Yeah, you can do what the hell you want now because you know it's gonna sell because you've done it in the past. DC has to make a negotiation, shake hands, just to get their ball rolling now. They can't be, but again, we're so picky with DC now. I don't think it's a comeback for them. We're so picky now because we're subconsciously stuck on that Marvel.
DC is that kid who comes home with the
Yeah.
report card. Dad, I got a B. It isn't an
It's
A.
not an A, son. Right. And then Marvel comes in, hey, Dad, I got a C. It's okay, son. You always had A's to begin with.
Yeah.
You're fine.
Oh, wasn't that the week you? Isn't that the whole month you took off to go beat off in your room and you just skipped school and you guessed on that test and got lucky? Yeah. Oh, okay.
Right. And that's what it is.
You'll do better next
instead of encouraging DC to, which I'm pretty sure if we encourage that kid to do better, he will do better. Instead of always harking on the things that it always does bad, because that's what we always do. Is this is what you did bad? Fix it.
And when you try to do something different, all you do is bring up the stuff from the past.
Thank you. And that's exactly what it's going on.
How can we move forward if all you can do is bring up Martha, okay? How can we move forward?
I mean,
bring up that scene.
Are you saying this to the mirror right now? Like,
no, we can't.
Just bring up Martha.
No, see, Martha's a thing, though. Martha lives matter. Come on, people.
Martha lives.
Yes.
Oh my gosh! It was like that that video you shared.
That video
on
was
Facebook
amazing.
with the spokesperson.
Yes.
Yeah.
Crying.
What about Martha? What about
Martha?
Okay, he was a human iPhone. Okay, like I was crying.
And the only reason I recognize him because I know him from American Vandalism.
Oh,
he reminds you of Cisco from Flash. He
does kind of look like him though. I was saying,
long hair.
Oh my goodness,
that was
so
legitimately
good.
Funny.
Yes.
Yeah. All right, but okay. This pretty much all the time that we have. Yeah. Honestly, we passed our time. I like the movie. I would see it again. If I forget
aluminum foil.
No, aluminum foil is fine.
Snapchat filter.
I can do the aluminum foil. The Snapchat filter is what gets me.
It grates me
because that's what drives me the most. Because I saw that coming into the trailer list. I'm like, all right, it's a hit or miss with Cyborg. I was not expecting Superman.
Okay, for real. I thought Cyborg was gonna the aluminum foil bit. Okay, I almost expected it.
Yeah,
but Superman's whole face.
that's oh my goodness, I can't. Well, I enjoyed the movie, guys. If you haven't seen the movie, we spoiled a lot of things, but still go watch it. It's amazing. It's a good movie.
It's worth a watch.
You want a Justice League film? You want a Transformers? Watch Transformers because it's point is this is a comic book movie. The epitome. It's the epitome of a comic book movie. You go in, you pay your money for, you get to see your favorite characters on screen. This is not a story-driven plot. This is a character-driven plot. Yeah. This is it. It's a character-driven plot.
It's all character build, all around.
And that's
all
the plot.
Character building. The only one who didn't get built was Soups, but hey,
we already know.
He doesn't need. He's the most. He's the most static character that there is.
Exactly.
Cookie cutter. Yeah. There you go.
This guy is unseasoned ice.
Right. And
this guy's a plate of
ice. And that's fine because but that's the thing. But because when we got the open to character development Superman. Mm-hmm. People were
y'all
not
got mad.
happy about
y'all
that.
Got mad when we gave him that.
But then when we give them the American way,
how can I
do not want to hear bull from people. Legit. Well, he's too. What the hell do you want from us? Like, well, come on.
You should have been that spokesperson, I would have been dying.
Those who don't like Superman with an actual character build,
should have loved it.
The same people who drink Kool-Aid without sugar.
Stop.
It's just colored water.
It is. I love that guy. All right, guys. Well, we can go on forever with this movie.
For real.
I'm pretty sure we can. But no, we loved it. I know we did. And this won't be a forgetful movie. It will not be a forgetful movie. I feel like this movie is gonna be, one of those movies that I would want to show my kids, because you're not gonna get another. I don't think they're gonna do another Justice movie. Oof. If they do another GL movie, it has to be like around 5 to 10 years down the road.
Yeah,
because it's not really making money. It's not bankable. It's not bankable. We're not seeing Darkseid anytime soon, unless we do another Civil War thing in DC. Instead of calling it Justice League, we'll just call it something different. Huh. I don't know. I don't know. Legion of Doom movie, maybe. I guess that'll work. But we're not going to see a GL movie in the next 10 years. Mm-hmm. Not happening. Go figure. In the time where make $96 million it's not successful. That's ridiculous. That's crazy in this generation. But unfortunately, we're not going to happen. I don't think we're even going to see a Legion of Doom movie either. I doubt it. I doubt it because it's not making money. I would love to see Deathstroke. I really hope they continue with this because I was excited to see him.
They mind you, there's 3 more Batman movies allegedly.
Yeah, but he's leaving.
And Ben Affleck is leaving. Right.
And we're gonna get this dude. I forgot his name.
Is it?
The guy he was in. Oh man, I forgot his. I know his face. I don't like his face either.
Oh, is it Jake Gyllenhaal?
That's him.
Oh,
yeah, he's gonna be the next. He's gonna be the next Batman.
Well,
because Bruce just wants. Ben Affleck just wants out at this point, and I don't blame him because it's been one hell of a journey for him. It's been one hell of a journey for him, And
Damn.
I think DC has a curse. Any DC character that you are, you're gonna be hit with stress and pressure. Unlike Marvel, it's all glamour and stardom.
I'm sure some of that gray hair was his.
I can imagine.
Shoot.
And I can assume that his brutalness was not straight coming from a character. It's just him.
Yeah.
The exhaustion of being Batman.
Yeah, it sucks,
being
man.
Ben
Right?
Affleck all at the same time.
Well, all right, guys. Well, this
All
is
right.
it. Any shout outs? Any shout outs out there that you guys want to do? Fortress of Solitude.
Yes, of course, Fortress of Solitude and
Yeah.
53 University Avenue in Newark, New Jersey. Joker's Child in Fair Lawn, New Jersey. Shout out to Speaking Mind Radio, the wonderful platform that gives us the opportunity to do this. Other podcasts include The Real Shit Talkers, OTR, Real Point Podcast. No, excuse me. Not Real Point, that's my bad.
Yeah, they're no longer here.
They're no longer here. What was, oh my gosh, Villainy Games.
Villainy
Oh my
Games.
gosh, I mentioned Marv too. Marv for Villainy Games, Oh Villain, My Villain. And yeah.
Yeah, that's it. How about you? You're good.
You pretty much hit everything that matters.
Yeah, that matters.
All right, guys. Okay. All right, guys. Well, thank you for showing up. Thank you for listening to us and seeing us because we are on YouTube. Please hit the subscribe button. And again, thank you for the support. And as the sunset on this mortal world.
As usual, guys, if you like this video, be sure to leave us a comment on what you thought about this podcast. Tell us what you want us to talk about on another show. I'm Aesop the Alchemist.
Teal above.
Joshua X. Snowheart.
And we'll get back to you guys later. Cheers.